Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this Friday morning. Got a big show lined up and getting ready for a big weekend in outdoors here in the Florida Panhandle. Really appreciate your viewership. First, let's get our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. Now, construction is going on there. There's some little bit of delays, so be aware of that if you're in that neighborhood. High today, 84. Low tonight, 67. And that water temperature has gone down 1 degree, down to 82 degrees. That might be the beginning of the little drop we're expecting here in the early part of the fall. Let's take a look at our river readings. The Apalachicola Bluntstown just sitting there steady, not a lot of movement on it. We had a 3.1, and the Choctawhatchee at Caryville, it's got a little bit of a bump to it. It's reading a 3.2, so both rivers, I get tickled sometimes at how close both rivers reading. So we got a little bit of a rise on it, not much, but just a little bit. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery, and their motto is "When Caring Counts." They're right here on 23rd Street. Looking at the chart for today, we'll have a little bit of movement. It's still good tides. We'll have a low tide. Actually, it's going to be the high tide first, like I said, all week. 8:51 is a really good high tide, and then at 5:37, so it's going to be going out. 5:37, of course, will be the low tide. It's been going out every hour after that, so it's going to be a good falling tide. And early in the morning, like I said yesterday, early in the morning is going to be really good fishing up for you flats fishermen and all. Marine forecast is north-northeast at about 5 to 10. I've checked like the last 6 or 7 reports I've given. It's been a north-northeast wind, so it's been a steady wind. That's why it hasn't been quite so humid and all. They're looking for next week now. Keep your eye on the weather. Might be a little bit of a low pressure area forming right here off the coast, so we'll just wait and see. I certainly don't want to predict it myself. I'm not a meteorologist, but we can get pretty close sometimes, as close as some of them can. So just be aware of what's going on next week. Now let's take a look at our fishing game times brought to us by Mark Coward of Counts Real Estate. Our time this morning, we're looking at 10:20 a.m. to 12:20 p.m. Good 2-hour block to coincide with that tidal movement right there. And then tonight, 10:48 to 12:48. Now let me go ahead and mention Friday night. Here it is in Florida Panhandle. It's Friday night football. We'll call it Friday Night Fever, and big game tonight, the Battle of the River up there in Bluntstown, Liberty County. Coming over there to Bluntstown is going to be, it's always a great football game. I always enjoy it, and I'm going to be there. My niece's oldest son has graduated, but her youngest son, Tucker Jordan, he's a linebacker, sophomore linebacker for Bluntstown. So I'll start going back up to those games for the next couple of years, looks like, and I certainly enjoy seeing not just Bluntstown, but I got a lot of folks I know over in Liberty County and up here in Chipley and the Vernons and all. I wish all of y'all good luck in the games tonight. I want to urge you folks in the community to support those high school football teams and the band programs and the cheerleaders. It's a great way to spend a Friday night here in the Panhandle. All right, let's take a break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, folks. Like I said, glad you're with us this morning. We're going to start this segment off with a phone call down to one of our big sponsors down on the eastern end of my viewing area, Sea Quarters Marine. I'll get a good fishing report from down there. On the phone, I have on Captain Kim. She's always on top of everything down there, the fishing and all. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chester. Nice to hear from you.
Well, great to hear from you. Tell us what's going on down there around the Caryville area.
Well, we're having all kinds of fun catching bram over here. We've got lots of crickets and worms, and they've been going out the store like wildfire. They've been doing a little red grouper fishing offshore. We've still got a good trout bite going on. They've been using the thunder spins, the good spoons with the jig on it, and that's been pretty hot. The live target's been working real well also.
Oh, okay, that's good. And now tell us again what they've been using, that thunder spin, any particular color or just a little?
Well, the thunder spins that have been going like hotcakes have got a little bit of red to them.
Okay.
And now, of course, with the full moon coming up, anything flashy I think will work just as well.
All right. And so you got fresh water and salt water coming in really strong down there.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
All right, that's a real good report. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You have a great weekend.
All right, you too, Kim. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, that's a good report from our sponsor down there, and you heard why they're catching them on. And again, now we're talking about freshwater and saltwater. I'll be giving a report here at the end of the show, but be aware of that. While we're looking at pictures, I want to go ahead and show you a couple of more. We have okay, now Choctawhatchee Bay, we're going to go from one extreme to the other extreme. We're going from Choctawhatchee Bay all the way over here to well, we've been on the eastern end. Let's go all the way over here to okay, Victor Hathcote and his buddy. We've written it down somewhere. Victor Hathcote is really good about sending us reports and all, and that's a nice speckled trout there. And I'm sorry I can't get his name right here, but they're fishing with Victor Hathcote. That's a 20-inch. They catch it on top water, and there's Victor there, and red fishing, and they're over there in Hogtown Bayou. I was talking about the other day about how good the fish are biting in Hogtown Bayou. Okay, and then here's the Panama City Fishing Club, and this was caught in a kayak, actually caught in a kayak from, okay, I got it right here. That earlier picture, that was Terry Kendall with that 19-inch topwater in Hogtown, and then Victor Hathcote picture. And this king here is Ted Myron, 20-pounder. That's a big 20-pounder right there, caught in kayaks. So the kings are starting to run offshore. That's the three pictures we have, so good job there. Now, I got a couple of emails I want to show you. Actually read to you, okay, and I was going to do this yesterday, I ran out of time. All right, here we go. This is from Laura Bush. Not the Laura Bush, but this Laura Bush is important to our viewing area. Laura and Mike Bush down in Weewall. Thanks for the greatest show that we do so enjoy, full of information that makes outdoor enthusiasts want to go fishing every day. Very blessed to live on the Dead Lakes, world renowned, as a few years ago I was very fortunate to participate in a fish survey conducted by a FWC marine biologist, and finds that show the species of fish have grown since the removal of the dam, have grown from 9 species to over 90 species. This can be verified by Mr. Chris Paxton. Thanks again for your time and commitment to our local histories. Please, thank you so kindly, Laura Bush, Mike Bush, and Weewall. And we're going, ironically, we're having Chris Paxton coming on the show next week. Talked to him about 2 weeks ago, got it booked up, and he's coming on. So if you have any questions, he's our freshwater fish biologist for the FWC. Later on, we'll get a saltwater biologist come on, but any kind of freshwater questions, email them or call me and we'll ask Chris, okay? I got a couple more here. Just wanted to drop you a line. This is from Joy Melvin. I haven't been able to get out much lately, but have finally got to go floundering 3 different nights. The first 2 nights, I saw about 10 small ones, and on the third trip, I finally got 3 nice ones. Got several blue crabs each night. Hope to do more soon. Also, my mom and dad watch your show. Could you please enter their name? Mary Melvin, Cecil Melvin, Bio George, okay? Thanks, keep up the great shows. I'm there every day with your show, even when I'm not able to go myself. Thanks again, Joy Melvin. Thank you, Joy, for that one. And got another here, one from John Ray. I tell you what, I'm going to hold it. I want to talk about John's because he's got some really good points here. So I'm going to do his on the next show, okay? John, I do have your email. It's a good one here. So we're going to read it because you brought some good points there. Also, why don't we go ahead and get ready. Let's take our break now. We're going to come back and set up a video. All right, welcome back. Hope you're getting ready for a big weekend and outdoors here in Panhandle, and be careful and just always enjoy yourself and take someone with you, no matter what age. Young folks, old folks, they all enjoy the outdoors. Let's go ahead and do our our fish drawing from Tarpon Dock Seafood while here at this point stage. Make sure I don't forget it. All right, the first one we're going to be drawing, of course, by a $20 gift certificate, and the winner is going to be, there are 2 there. It's going to be, all right, Versi Cruz from Westville. They won last year. Versi, good to hear from y'all. Versi Cruz from Westville. That's a $20 gift certificate to Tarpon Dock Seafood. And then the winner for the big red snapper is going to be Gloria Turner. Gloria's a loyal viewer there. So that's a $20 here. That's a red snapper here. All right, y'all pick up your seafood. Try, this weekend. If you can't get this weekend, y'all let me know. And all these names here, like I said, they're going to go back in pretty soon. All these are the winners. And we're getting ready for the big drawing for the in November for the 2000 show giveaway. Now let's set up our video. What we did last Saturday was being able to go fishing with a crew of people from Valdosta, Georgia. And I knew Tony going in. He had a lot of different people with him and all, and really enjoyed fishing. It was a special trip. I think I mentioned yesterday it's special because not just the folks we got to fish with as always, but the boat we fished on was built by Jeff Gilman. And I worked with, I taught Jeff when he was younger days, way back in, he was actually my quarterback for my JV football team many, many years ago. His son and daughter both came through Mosley. I had them in class, and Jeff tragically lost his life a little while after this boat was built. And I was at this boat launching, and little did I know at the time how special to have been to video that boat launching. At first it was built for Joe McKinney. I think Captain Joe, he kept it about a year and a half, and then Joe McKinney sold it to Danny Tankersley. Danny named it the Lady J. Joe's name was Miss Jill in honor of his daughter. So the Lady J is a fine boat. Jacob Tankersley is our captain, and he did an excellent job. The call for 2 to 3s, so we had 3 to 5s, and boat handled so well. So it's a special day of fishing, and you've already seen the picture from yesterday. I showed you the fish we caught, but really got into the amberjack now, and I didn't participate in amberjack fishing. I did a little bit, and but we all were able to get some. But it was a lot of fun. So what we're going to do now, we're going to show about 5 minutes of this video today, and we got so much good video left. We're going to pick the rest of it up on Monday's show. So it's really a 2-part. It's the same trip, but it's really in 2 parts. And Gail wanted to know if I wanted her to cut it down, and I just said, no, honey, if that's good fishing, let's just go and make 2 parts out of it. So that's what we've done. So what we're going to do, we're going to set up the video and show it, and we'll come back for a famous Friday fishing forecast. So Jeff, let's go ahead and roll this. All right, the pre-dawn hours out of the St. Joe Marina, looking for the Lady J charter. Tony Bass is coming down with a group of his buddies, and we're going out on a 12-hour trip with Danny Tankersley. We're looking forward to that. So I'm the first one here. Me and this little cat. Where'd the cat go? Now you know the superstition about black cats, but I've always sort of liked them. And I've always never believed in superstitions either. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Good morning, Tony.
Morning, Winston.
Tell us what we got today, buddy.
Well, we got us a short enough charter trip on the Lady J.
Now you got your work crew with you. You got boys in the shop.
Yes, sir. We got the whole work crew. The paint store that we purchased all our paint from put this on for us. So
Okay.
stay inside.
We're gonna meet all of them in a little bit. We'll get some daylight. I'm just gonna pull them out of the marina. All right, folks, we're on board the Lady J on the way out. We're not too far from our spot. I'm sitting here chatting with our newfound friends. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
I'm Portland Knoll.
Portland, tell the folks where you're from.
I'm from Valdosta, Georgia.
Valdosta.
Yes.
Okay. All right, next.
Mickey Anderson from Valdosta, Georgia.
Vicky, we fished with Vicky on the other boat, didn't we?
Yes,
We fished
we did.
before. Vicky's a good fisherman.
I'm Tyler Rood, and I'm from Jasper, Florida.
From Jasper. All right.
Carl, all from Valdosta, Georgia.
All right.
I'm Tony, and I'm from Valdosta, Georgia.
We got a lot of Valdosta people.
I'm the oddball.
All right, now who's going to catch the biggest fish today?
Me.
Oh. All right.
He's just out there swimming, waiting on me.
What do you ladies say about that?
I'm going to have to call him out on that one.
All right.
We'll see at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right. We're back here getting the bait ready and all. So we're not far. We've been running about 2 hours. And it's not too bad. It's about 3-foot seas. And not a cloud in the sky back in the south. Or up over the north. So it's going to be a pretty day. All right. Tell us who you are.
My name's John Root,
And where are you from?
Valdosta.
Valdosta. Okay.
Tommy Nolan from Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm in Nolan, Atlanta. All right. Got some fishermen over here. They are that horn blew. They going. All right. Who's next over here?
Dale Mallory.
Dale Mallory.
Yep.
Valdosta,
Georgia.
Okay.
Gary Knoll, Valdosta, Georgia.
Here no.
Jerry Knoll, Valdosta, Georgia.
Y'all brothers, huh?
Daddy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, brother.
Brothers. All right, getting our first fish up. Back here off the stern.
Just swing it around the corner back here. That way they put there.
Yeah. Get there.
On board the Lady J out of Port St. Joe. Gaston? What kind of day we're gonna have today?
I hope it's gonna get better as it goes.
All right. Just getting started. Our first drop. How deep are we?
Probably about 160 feet, I believe.
160 feet. It's gonna be a long line. All right. First one to land. What we got? AJ?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good one there. Good job. First one. Now, Courtney, what are you and Jared doing?
Jared's got an amberjack, but we're caught up.
You got hooked all up?
Tangled a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just holding steady.
I got Dale hooked up back here. There you go. What you got there, Dale?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, boss.
There you go.
Oh, we busy. Bring in another one. Got another over here. He got a bunch of AJs. Dale, go. Bring one in, Dale.
You're holding it now, ain't you?
There you go. Nice one. Folks, we're on the Lady J, and our captain today, Jacob Tankersley. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
Jacob Tankersley, Fort St. Joe, Southern Lady. Lady J2.
well, listen, tell us about what's your daddy doing, Danny?
He's running bird dogs this morning. He's enjoying the hill where it ain't 4 foot, choppy. He's running dogs.
All right, well, you got us on a good spot right here. We got some AJs coming up.
Finally get us one to pick up. Yeah. Keep us some on the bottom out there. Leave some out here too.
Got it good. Got a keeper there. Okay, welcome back and welcome to the famous Friday fishing forecast brought to us by Tarpon Dock Seafood. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff going on right now. As you can see from the video we just had offshore, I'll give a quick report. Amberjacks are red hot, some big, strong amberjacks. Now, let's break it down. I'm going to do freshwater, then I'm going to do the pier report, then we're going down geographically to our location. So on freshwater, you heard Captain Kim talk about down at Carabel, some of the really good freshwater fishing they're having there. Just basically crickets and cane poles and getting on up into the, and you can see the advantage they have there. They can get right on up into the edge of Tate's Hell off the Carabel River and just go up here, split up on all the forks, East River and all kind of places here, and some really good fishing there. So I hope to get down and join those folks not too long from now. Now we're going to also on freshwater, Deer Point Dam, north of there, of course, in the lake system. They're catching some bass, not really big bass, and both river systems, the Apalachicola and the Choctawhatchee River, they're getting some good reports there on some nice catches of brim in all those little areas there. Okay, so that's just a general report, but the freshwater fishing being good. Now on the pier, off the pier, they're starting to catch a Spanish. I'm beginning to think the Spanish run is just starting because on the west end, they're catching Spanish off the beach. So Spanish are being caught. King mackerel are being caught, and also the mahi are being caught somewhat still off the pier, and the kayakers. The kayakers and pier report are pretty close to the same because they're a lot of times doing in the same area off the same schools of fish. The mahi run this summer, folks, has been one of the best, if not the best, in many years. It's been a long run, 5 or 6 weeks they've been catching mahi. I always say that fish is so good they named them twice, so been a really good run. Now let's move up geographically. Let's go from Carabel up on into the Apalachicola Bay system. Just a general report from there. The trout fishing has been good here behind St. George Island, back over here on the eastern end here. And the surf fishing now is still slow. It's not quite there yet on the eastern end. But also the bull reds. I mentioned this. Anytime you want to catch some big bull redfish, you can go what's called this Bob Sykes Cut. The politicians always name things after themselves. And Bob Sykes Cut or the St. George Island Cut. And we used to drive down here in Jeeps and fish for the big bull reds. Fall is the best time of the year to catch the big bull reds out of this cut. You can't drive here anymore. It's all blocked off because of private property. But you can bring your boat in here, come in from the backside and catch some really big, nice reds with some little fresh crab floating out of there. Also, let's go on down here now to St. Vincent Island. I always like to fish behind St. Vincent Island. Red fishing is good. Watch out for these oyster bars here. All these places I'm pointing out now are places I fished and it's been good over the years. Okay, now let's go over here to St. Joe Bay. Got a report from Blue Water Outriggers. Scott Krause, talked to him yesterday. The trout fishing is really starting to pick up in the bay there because it's been slow recently. And Scott said they get some really good reports. The locals, the fall run again in the surf has not started. I'm not going to fish this weekend. I thought about surf fishing. It's still about a week or two early. But here, the trout fishing is really picking up off these channels here on the backside, or all up in this area here. Also, don't forget Town Beach on this side over here. Now, and the canal has been really hot also with drum. Now, let's go over here to Mexico Beach. Mitch Coleman of Florida Days Adventures. Here's his report. I'm just going to read it verbatim what Mitch said. Water temperatures continue to drop. I have seen the largest schools of baits that I can remember. The snapper bite is still very good. And of the 8 snapper we cleaned Sunday, none had roe, and all were caught up in the column. Now remember that if you're going snapper fishing this weekend, the fish are up in the column of water, not right there on the bottom. The kings are all around the bait pods and around the car body areas and the buoy line, catching by trolling. The cigar minnows with dusters, the original proven way to do it. He said AJs and cobia are still on the offshore structures. They're not really big, but legal size on live pen fish. Okay, let's move on up here into the St. Andrew Bay system. It's been good here. Now this, if you don't get all reporting, it's going to be online. Go check it out here. It's almost a page and a half worth of reports, and all fresh reports from people who are out there. Spanish and Kings and Mahi are dominating the local scene. The reports I'm getting from even the kayakers, the nearshore fishermen, it's on the west end. They're catching Spanish in the surf, and the fly fishermen did well. Saltwater fly fishing for Spanish. One guy did well on that. So it's been a good week. Choctawhatchee, you just saw the picture from Choctawhatchee. Victor Hathcote sent them. Hogtown Bayou, some nice redfish and some nice trout over in that area off top water. Got to wrap it up. It's been a good week here on Panhandle Outdoors. As always, I appreciate the viewership. Appreciate all the hard work that you folks do, and the support of our sponsors. So you have a great weekend. Do something outdoors, and as always, do something good for your fellow man. And you enjoy your weekend. Have a good time. God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.